manage a team of around about 20 people, all with lived experience of multiple disadvantage. So that includes substance misuse, mental health, offending, homelessness and domestic abuse. We've got an open door policy. So even if somebody doesn't fit under that multiple disadvantage and they're off sleeping, they can come here for support and they'll be let in and they'll be navigated to whatever support. We've also got clothes and food parcels and stuff like that in the building as well.
I think research had found that the mental health problems that the clients struggled with weren't being taken, given the consideration that they really were needed to do. And so we wanted to join as an integrated multidisciplinary team with the other services to find out specifically how we could overcome the deficits that were being found.
I work at a more strategic level in terms of the service. So I am responsible for making sure that the service meets its aims, its objectives, its targets, data collection, staffing. So in terms of the role, we are we're aiming to ensure that people with multiple disadvantaged needs are able to access mental health services in Blackpool.
We assess them, main job, keep them safe, obviously. When they come onto our caseload, they're assessed as soon as possible, and then obviously we're an integrated team, so we signpost them to different places. We try and see them once a week if we can. Sometimes that's not always possible because we don't know where they are. We have to go looking for them, and that's fine as long as we find them and as long as they're safe. The key thing is to try and get them in a house. Try and house them at the end of it, you know. So we liaise with everybody, housing, probation, you name it. You know, it's that wrap-round effect for them.
I'm reaching out for them, you have to have a certain type of person to enable you to reach out for this disadvantaged group. I like to work with people. I like to see it from their own perspective, and that really give me the skills to promote a good mental health.
I think it's very important in Blackpool. Blackpool is a very small contained town with big inner city problems, a lot of substance misuse, alcohol, social deprivation, poor housing. Historically in mental health services, it's been very difficult to engage the homeless.
Working locally, it gives providers an opportunity to work collectively in a trauma-informed way, but it also enables them to build trusted relationships with individuals in an environment that's familiar to them, but also at a pace that suits each individual.
I just love the fact that it's an open door policy. I love the fact, and I think Blackpool, one of the positive things about Blackpool is all the agencies work together really closely, and I think that approach is needed.
Well, being with people, whether on the street, and to go to hostels, people do trust you, and when they trust you, they trust you with personal things.
My favourite part of the job has got to be the operational part, which is engaging with those with lived experience and understand why people continue not to access care. I also enjoy seeing the real positive results when we have developed something and I start to see that, the outcomes of that. There's nothing better.
What is so wonderful now is when I hear and see the people accessing the service in a way that wasn't previously available and starting on their therapeutic journeys and engaging with services where previously maybe that wasn't possible for people.
Average day being on the street, it's been like going to work, keeping my job, which is 6 till 9:30 in the morning. After that, I'd be wandering about trying to avoid people that drink, take drugs. At night time, it was a bit difficult because you don't really know where to go, no shelter. You just you're trying to keep away from everybody, but it was hard to find somewhere to settle. And I benefited by growing in confidence, opening up from inside, because I never usually talk to people much. I seem to be enjoying my life a bit more, which I'm happy about at the minute. But I know there's downfalls, there's days where I might not be so successful, but I've got to keep positive and keep rolling with it. And I'm happy to work with people going on from the future, just so that I know that I am capable of being a better person in my life, and I deserve a bit more. And I'm understanding mental health a bit better than I used to. Where I am at now, I'm in a hostel. There's 28 other people, all different issues. I try to keep myself to myself. I be polite, nice to people. I'm generally just being nice, like hello, how you doing, sort of thing. I keep myself to myself. Within the next 2-3 months, I'm aiming to get myself my own place, but put things in a situation where I know if I'm struggling, I've got the access to everywhere I can get the help from that I need if I'm struggling. Within roughly about 6 months, I'm hoping to go full time where I am at work, and they're willing to work with me and wait for me till I've got my own place. Because currently I can only do 16 hours a week, less than that. But they said they'll wait and they're willing to give me more hours when I do move on. Just take your time rebuilding first. That's my next aim in the future steps.